Hello friends, family, and internet strangers. Stephanie here with one of my favorites today, cinnamon apple pork chops with mashed sweet potatoes. The potatoes take the longest, so I'm going to start with those. I'm going to do these in my friend the Instant Pot. I start with a half cup of water, and then to that I add a little bit of the chicken bouillon seasoning. So I throw about half a teaspoon in with my half cup of water and then get to work on my potatoes. I already scrubbed this and I'm just gonna peel it up, dice it up, and stick it in that Instant Pot, which y'all haven't seen in a while. I have not been using the Instant Pot quite as much, but now that we're getting into fall, even though I live in California, it is getting hotter here, not cooler. I will probably start using the Instant Pot again a little bit more. I did wash these again after I peeled them. I do want to get as much of the skin off of these as possible, but if you like skin on your potatoes, even in your mashed potatoes, that's fine. Leave me a comment down below on whether it's normal potatoes, sweet potatoes, whatever kind of potatoes. Do you like the skins on them or no? Let me know. So these are going to go into the Instant Pot with some seasoning and the water for only about 5 minutes is plenty of time to get this size potato cooked and ready to mash. I use some cayenne pepper, some cinnamon, and then this corruption seasoning. I've talked about this before. It is from Uncle Lou's in Memphis, Tennessee. I got that on one of my road trips. If you haven't checked out my road trip videos, now's the time to do so. I'll leave a playlist down below. I got these butterflied pork chops from Aldi. They were on sale, less than $5 for these 2 decent sized pork chops. So I pat them dry and then I'm going to season them with the same seasonings that I used on my potatoes. So I do a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of the corruption, but instead of the cayenne pepper, I did just use regular ground black pepper on these, but I wanted them nice and dry so the seasoning would stick to them a little bit. I am going to be doing this in the air fryer, but I am going to saute it first. Once I've got a sear going on the first side, I am going to season the other side exactly the same. Now, I did not measure my seasonings, I just did a light coating of them on top. If you like things to have a bit more flavor, you can use a bit more seasoning. I'm one who, I like flavor on my food, but I don't need it to hit me in the face. I don't need that much flavor. And there is already salt in that corruption seasoning, that is why I'm not adding extra salt, but you can if you do prefer more salt. Once I have a good sear on both sides, I stick these in the air fryer to finish the cooking process. Now, I'd read online that 9 minutes at 390 should do the trick, but these had that really thick middle, and I'm also paranoid about making sure my food is fully cooked. So use your best judgment and an internal thermometer to make sure your pork is done to your liking. Mine ended up being about 15 minutes. Now, while that was cooking and the potatoes were cooking, I started on my apples. I found these at Aldi. I saw them first on the Aldi Addict YouTube channel. I will link that down below. If you have not seen her videos, I do enjoy watching those grocery hauls. So I add a little bit of butter to this and then my apples. I make sure to get all those good brown bits from searing the pork into my apples for a little bit of extra flavor. These were really good. You can also make your own apples. That is what I have done with this recipe in the past, but I want to try these and they were very tasty. I got a good little simmer going, boiled out some of that extra juice, and got some really good flavor onto my pork from these. You can see I overcooked my pork just a little bit, so, cook your pork how you see fit. Once I've got all this ready, the potatoes are also done. I had cooked those for 5 minutes with a quick release afterwards. It did not take long to get my potatoes up to pressure, and then I just added a little bit of butter, mashed a nice little spoon around in them. I did not do anything fancy with these. You could also add cream if you'd like, but I just used that leftover cooking liquid with the chicken bouillon and the water, and this turned out to be a really nice meal. I'll probably have this a lot more. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below with some of your favorite fall recipes. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.